guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to recreate this grunge look. I'm so excited to start making grunge makeup videos for the fall and autumn. It's my favourite season of the year because Halloween. So yeah, today I'm going to be showing you how to recreate this dark, grungy sort of inspired look. So actually, before I start this tutorial, I have a really useful website that I recently got to know about. The website is called Glambot, and basically what they do is they sell pre-owned makeup, and it could be like any brands. There's so many brands. There's MAC, there's Chanel, there's like all of these designer brands of makeup, and they sell it for much less. So it's a really useful website if you want to try things out but maybe they're not in your budget. And there's a lot of things in sale as well, and it's literally a bargain, I'm telling you guys. So I quickly want to show you guys what they sent me. They sent me 5 things, and the first one is this Bobbi Brown foundation in a stick format, and I actually really love this. I've had one of these before, and everything that I show you has been pre-owned, but they do sterilize it and make it hygienic for people to buy. So basically with this little foundation stick, what they would have done is cut off the top where someone has been using it and then like sterilized all around it, so you don't have to worry about someone else using it. The next thing they sent me is the Bobbi Brown concealer, and it looks like this. And again, this was very nicely packaged. It had a little safety seal on it, and before I used it in this tutorial, it was literally like brand new. There wasn't any fingerprints in it or anything, so I really recommend to check out their website. The last 3 things I picked up are actually from MAC, and I'm slightly getting obsessed with MAC lipsticks, I'm telling you. So the first one is Ruby Woo. It's the lip shade that I'm wearing right now. I am in love with this. It's a matte red and it's literally perfect. I don't know how I've been living without it before. And this next one is a little bit of a different MAC lipstick. I've never had one of these before, and this is the Mineralized Rich Dreaminess lipstick, and it's this really nice like pinky sort of nude shade, and it's gorgeous. Again, for the lipsticks have been shaved off at the top where someone's been using it and sterilized all around completely, so it's safe to use for anyone. And the last thing I got is this highlighter by MAC. I don't know, it's called Crew Highlight Powder. Just looks like this. I think it's really cute. So that I do actually have a little discount code for you guys. It will be a link down below. You get 30% off when you sign up on their website, but this only works for 72 hours after I've posted this video, so make sure you're quick to go over and check it out. So definitely do check it out as soon as you can, because there is a limited number of each product, so once it's gone, it's gone. Like you can't get it again. So anyway, I will be using some of those products that I just showed you in this makeup look, so let's just jump straight into the tutorial. So first things first, I'm going to focus on the skin, and to prime it a little bit, I'm going to be using this Hocus Focus Soap and Glory Illuminator. This just gives the skin a nice glow and a dewy effect. I'm just going to pop that where I want to highlight my features a little bit. So I'm going to put some on the cheekbone, a little bit on the bridge of my nose, a little bit on the forehead. Oh, and by the way, I already do have a bit of mascara on from earlier, and I just couldn't be bothered to take it off, so I hope you guys don't mind it. Now for foundation, I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown stick that I got from Glambot. It's pretty true to my skin colour, so I'm literally going to take it right from the packaging and just dab it underneath my eyes and anywhere where I might have a bit of redness. And then I'm going in with my Real Techniques foundation brush. It's a really small one, and I'm just going to blend all of that out nicely into the skin. I'm also going to take some of the product over my eye because I do tend to get redness on my eyelids and little veins here and there, so I'm just going to prep that nicely for the eyeshadow to come. Next, I'm going to go in with the Bobbi Brown concealer just to brighten up the area underneath my eyes and over my eyelids further. To apply it, I'm just using this little precision brush by Real Techniques. So I'm just covering any darkness underneath my area, any little veins. I tend to get a lot of darkness underneath my eyes because my skin is olive toned, and it really bugs me, so I need a lot of coverage under there. Now to set the foundation, I'm going to be using Soap & Glory's One Heck of a Blot powder, and this is a translucent powder which looks like this, and I'm using my Real Techniques contour brush to apply it. This is a contour brush, but I really like it for powder. Now for brows, I'm going to be using my Soap & Glory Brow Archery pencil, and I'm going to be using the comby side first just to comb through my eyebrows and get them in the place that I want them to be. And then I'm going to be using the pencil side just to fill in any sparse areas of my eyebrows. I tend to get quite sparse towards the front. I'm not too sure why, but that's why I have to fill them in a little bit. Moving on to bronzer, I'm going to be using a bronzer by The Balm called Bahama Mama, and I'm going to be placing that just underneath my cheekbone just to define it a little bit more. And for this I'm using the contour brush by Real Techniques. Now for slight blush, I'm going to be using this sleek blush. This is in shade Flush 935. And it's a gorgeous like burgundy colour. It's great for autumn, and I think this will suit the red themed sort of look very well. I'm trying to really just focus that on the cheekbone, so I'm just brushing it up and down, just a little bit above where we contoured. And for this tutorial I'm going to be using the Nude Tude palette by The Balm. This has a really nice combination of shimmery and matte shades, but today I'm going to be using these matte shades that are on this side of the palette. So first things first, I'm going to be using Sultry, which is this one here, and it's a really nice matte cool toned brown. So I'm just popping that on a fluffy brush by Bobbi Brown, and I'm washing that all over the lid. Try and keep it closest to the lash line and then sort of blend it out and fade it outwards. And by laying this soft colour all over the lid, we're just sort of building a foundation for our whole look. You can also take it underneath your lash line as well. And because this is a grunge look, we're actually going to blend the lower shadow much lower than you usually would on an everyday basis. Next, I'm reaching for this darker brown shadow, which is this one here. It's called Sleek. And I'm just going to be using a smaller fluffy brush to apply it. And again, we're trying to focus most of it near the lash line. And then gradually we're going to build it up and blend it outwards into the other transition colour. And we're also going to take that same shadow and drag it on the lower lash line. So now I'm going to be taking another shade called, what is it called? That one here, it's called Sexy, I believe. And it's a really nice burgundy shadow, and that's what's going to add that pop of colour to this look. And we're going to blend that into the crease very, very subtly. So this is a very easy and nice way to pull off red eyeshadow. You don't have to commit to putting it all over the lid or anything, but you do get that pop of colour without having the look of irritated eyes. So up here it looks a little bit harsh and the transition colour isn't as soft as I'd like it to be. So I'm just going back in over it, and then I'm returning back to my red and just placing that into the crease once again. This is all about taking your time and just building up on that colour, just returning back to every shadow and making sure that everything is as pigmented as you want it to be. Oh, what the hell, I'll even go back to Sleek, which was the dark brown shadow, and I'm gonna again go over the lash line sort of shade to make sure it's darkened. Then I'm taking my little pencil brush again and I'm picking up Sleek, which is the dark brown colour. And I'm just going over my bottom lash line. I'm also pulling that colour into my inner corner and sort of using that as a liner just to darken up the eye a lot more. Then I'm going back in with my trusty smaller fluffy brush and I'm just blending all that out, making sure it's all nicely blended and that the gradient is as soft as possible. Now lastly, I'm going to be going in with the black shadow from this palette, and this is called Serious. And I'm just taking my small fluffy brush once again. And with this, we are really going to focus that in the lash lines. We're going to really concentrate this near the lashes as close as possible. You're just literally going to brush it through the lashes to get that darkest shade as close to the lash line as possible. And then with a clean, bigger, fluffy brush, I'm just blending that black into the brown. So you can leave this look like this, but because I like my eyes to look a little bit more red around, I'm going to add a little bit more of that sexy shadow and placing that in the crease just to intensify the redness a little bit, but you don't have to do this. And then I'm also dragging that red very slightly underneath my lower lash line. So now you could actually do whatever you like. You could add a wing liner if you like, you could add a kohl liner all around the eye and then smudge it out, but I'm actually going to leave it how it is. And I'm going to skip straight to mascara, and for mascara I'm going to be using this What's Your Type mascara by The Balm. So now for the lips, I'm going to be going in with MAC Ruby Woo. So So this is what it looks like with the lip, and I really like this, but I am going to go in with a deeper red to just darken up the corners of my mouth and make my lips look more 3D. And in order to do that, I'm going to be using this lipstick by Collection, and this is from the Gothic Glam collection, and it's in shade Revenge Free. So I'm just taking a little lip brush and popping that colour in the corners of my mouth. So this is the final look. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys recreate it for the fall and autumn. If you do decide to recreate it, definitely tag me on Instagram or Twitter, and I would love to see your recreations. So I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!